Good.
Yay.
Sage, I don't think we could hear you. I just heard BB. I just checked it. Hold on, be right back. I'm here, but I'm not here.
Test. Checkity check.
Nope. Test. Oh, there you are.
All
Nope,
right.
we're good.
We're good. Smooth tones. Blah, blah. Deadlands, Blood Drives, Savage World, Suede, blah, blah, blah. BB, Lord Dad, Blue, welcome in.
Woohoo!
And then we got... yes. Then we got Stormy Dumplings coming up in the rear, as usual.
Yeah. Coming in the rear.
Coming in the rear. All right. So yeah, tonight we're gonna pick up a little bit with a question actually for you guys. How are we solving the Zeke problem here at the ranch?
You have a problem?
Well, yeah, you're just a random guy that showed up in the middle of the night. How are they gonna explain your presence? Oh, welcome in, Lockwood.
I called in an extra hired gun.
Called in
I
extra.
needed some backup.
Okay. So this is. I want this to be a scene. So you're gonna approach Luke or Bill or with him. How are you approaching the situation?
I think I'm gonna do it. Well, I've been hanging out with these people for a while. I feel pretty comfortable with them. I'm just gonna walk up, be like, "Hey, good morning, boys. How's it going?"
Ma'am, you're talking to Luke. I'm presuming.
Yeah. I just want to let y'all know I had called in some backup because we've been seeming to get some hairy situations here. So I wanted y'all to meet Zeke. This is my hired hand. He's my backup gunsman.
I was supposed to be Jesse.
Zeke, nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you, Zeke. Jesse?
My bad.
Zeke Jesse? Nice to meet you, Zeke Jesse.
5 minutes in. Give me a minute.
Damn it, Blue!
I am curious as to how I'm curious as to how you called him in because as far as I know, y'all been working pretty straight the last couple of weeks. We don't have cell phones.
Oh no! You ever heard of a messenger?
You sent a messenger?
Yeah, we had sent for him before we arrived here.
What about Telegram?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got separated, sir. And I was on my way tracking them down.
Okay, I'm gonna need somebody to make me a persuasion roll here. You flapping. You're flapping your gums is good, but I need some dice. I need some clicky clacks here. Let's go.
Get some shiny math rocks going. All right.
Can I cast sympathy real quick?
Yeah.
All right.
What do I need to do for that?
Empathy gives me a what was the PowerPoint?
You want persuasion?
It's one PowerPoint gives me +1 to persuasion.
Okay, do I need to make a roll or anything against it, or does it just work?
I think I make the roll.
Okay.
I got a D6 +1.
Okay.
And the fate. 3, and I think that's 6 on the fate. Yeah, 6 on the fate.
Yeah, if it's the image, it's a 6. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. So Blue, get a +1.
Sweet. All right, rolling. All right, 4, so +1, that'd be 5, and that's not the right dice. Whoops, sorry. That's a 2 on the fate. Oh no. Where'd the D20 roll? You got Sage?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find his dice here.
Yeah, me too. This dice likes to run away.
He's like, listen, I don't need a whole story. Listen, we are a man, at least one man down. So we do have room here, but of course, he's very sick at this time. as if I have not established that. He's like, we could use all the help we could get, but I'll have to talk it over with Bill to talk payments here. I imagine payment would be $30 a month, same as the rest of yous.
Sounds good to me, sir.
You ever do any cattle work before?
Sure. No, sir, I have not.
What's your trade, sir? How do you make your living prior to this?
I usually do a little bit of gambling, but I'm not afraid of hard work, sir. Don't mistake me.
He opens his mouth like he's getting ready to say something, and then one of the other randos comes up, and it's like, Luke, Luke, it's Phelps. And sure enough, you cast your eyes towards the entrance of the ranch here, greater area, and you see Phelps walking up, and he's flanked by half a dozen men.
What?
What?
Oh, sorry.
He's got half a dozen dudes with him. Well, here you go.
Yeah. See, this is why I brought in some extra help. You see what I'm saying? Shit's going wrong out here.
Right, and out of the master house, you see Bill, this big burly man with a Wilford Brimley-esque mustache, and his redheaded daughter, redheaded niece, Abby, come out. You also got probably a dozen or so members of the ranch with you, along with Luke and. I have a thing for this. Look at all them people.
That wind is
Phelps,
howling out there.
Phelps was the main guy, not like the underling, right?
Yeah, Phelps was the main guy.
Okay, just making sure.
He's numero uno. And Bill sort of walks out, and everyone else sort of forms up a semicircle around him as Phelps rides up, climbs down off his horse, dusts off his boots, takes off his hat and does a low bow, makes eye contact with Zeke and Camilla and Bucky and Doc Doc, and then with Bill. Says, "Well, so good to make your acquaintance today on this very fine afternoon, Mister Sutter. Uh, how does this morning find you?" And Bill's got the shit. Phelps, what do you want? Straight to business, I see. I was hoping we could exchange pleasantry, of course. I want nothing more than to be friends with you, Mister Sutter. Quick note, quick freeze on the narrative here. What did you do with the fertilizer?
Oh, I gave that to Stormy.
Mm-hmm.
Doc. Stormy character. Doc.
It's been a few hours since he's given it to you.
Well, I would imagine I would have put it into slipped it to him somehow, put it in the food supply.
Okay. We'll say that we'll do a little bit of a flashback here. We'll say that Bill and Abby take their breakfast in the main house. Every morning, somebody's chosen, or somebody usually takes the breakfast up there from the sort of main fire pit, and if you can talk Javier into it, you can have the job. What do you say to Javier to request permission to carry this food?
Hey, let me go ahead and carry that up there. I'm headed up there anyway. I needed to talk to Bill.
Dr. Bill, about what?
Oh, about the cattle, about the sick ones.
Hey, Doc, Weirdest thing happened this morning. I woke up. I was sick as a dog yesterday, but I'm fine today. I don't know if you want to take a look at me or something. It's if there might be something I can do to help everyone out, but I seem to be the only one that's recovered from it so far.
Yeah, sure thing, kid. Drop on by the
Kid,
clinic later. I'll meet you.
Javier's about your age.
Oh, well,
Still
my
sounds
bad.
like
I
something Doc would
forgot how
say.
old everybody is.
He's an old Mexican army veteran. I think I established that at some point. He's an older gentleman.
We've established a lot of things. I can't
Yeah.
quite remember all of it at the moment.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just yeah. He's like, oh yeah, no, I appreciate the compliment there, son, but not necessary. But yeah, it's just maybe my fortitude is a little better. Maybe there's something I can do to help out. Maybe my I know they used to take people with pox, who healed from the pox and like graft their skin onto somebody else. Maybe I can help you out in that way or something.
Well, like I said, we'll drop on by the clinic later on. We'll take a look, see what we can come up with.
Yeah, you know what? Let me help you. I'll help you with these plates here, and we can head on to the shack afterwards. How's that sound?
No. I got some more errands I got to run before I even head to the clinic today.
Okay.
Like I said, just head on over there later on. I'll meet you there.
All right. Give me just a perception check, or not perception, a persuasion, whatever it's called in this game.
That's a 3 on the die 4 and a 4 on the fate.
Okay, that's good enough. He's like, all right, well, yep, that's fine. So yeah, I would say that successfully allows you to slip this fertilizer to Bill on the way up there, and we can end with you knock on the door, hand the plates over, and going on about your day, and come back to the present moment. And he says, "Well, Bill, I understand that we have had our differences, of course, but I'm a businessman, you're a businessman, and I was hoping we can come to an agreement about price per head here. Now, my company, Bayou Familiar, has graciously allowed me to offer you an exorbitant price of 50 cents a head." And you can see Bill absolutely 50 cents a head. 50 cents a head of cattle. Now I understand that is likely to be the best deal that you are about to get around here because there ain't nobody else buying. Honestly, I had to fight to get that much. They initially wanted me to offer 25%, but I felt that you deserved more than that. Bill says, "Well, I'll tell you what you can do with that 50 cents a head, and you can shove it right up your ass, boy." Takes a step forward and racks his shotgun. He says, "You got about 3 seconds to get off my property before I get to shooting."
Camilla walks up and backs him up.
Anybody? How does everyone else?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He better. I hired him to get his ass up here.
Yeah. Luke is of course right there next to him, obviously as well. But he's looking pretty sickly at this point. Phelps looks at Zeke for a long moment, and I want you to. He's going to make a roll here.
Come on, Doc, you magic. Throw him off.
Need I remind everybody we're rooting for this son of a bitch?
We are.
Are we not?
I forgot what happened last week, to be honest.
Such
Just
an
here.
such an eclectic
BB's had a rough week.
such an eclectic group of people you have working for you, Mr. Sutter. Some of your new arrivals are interesting, of course. I've heard some things about them. Some of your older folks here are also quite interesting. Luke, how did you kill those three men in Baton Rouge?
I think he told you politely to leave, sir.
Oh, I can leave just fine, but
You sure can.
bit of
One way or another.
a bit of a whistle to the right authorities, and well, more than just myself will be pushing up daisies.
Oh, honey, I've been
And
trying to push up daisies for years.
at that moment, something happens to Bill. He drops the shotgun. When he hears that word.
Oh, shit! Daisies is the code word.
Now, Mr. Bill, Mr. Sutter, I understand that the hostility, of course, is understandable, but unnecessary. You call off your dogs. Let's talk like businessmen. And Bill takes a stuttering step forward, and his face scrunches up. He holds his head. I said, call off your dogs.
Who do you think you're calling a dog?
You say that to him?
Yes.
I know a dog when I see one, and I certainly know a bitch when I see one as well.
Oh,
uh,
ooh.
Ooh, honey, you hope I don't draw my gun and shoot you dead where you stand.
and at that,
I was about to say I do draw my gun and shoot him where he stands.
Let's do it.
I'm thinking about it. We're just gonna fuck up the whole game right here.
Bill drops to his knees at this point. And you guys are drawing and firing?
Yep.
Okay.
Haven't fired
Yeah.
yet? Oh, they're
Let's
firing?
go.
Oh, shit.
Call
Okay,
me.
let's go. We're
All
fucking
right.
doing it.
No, no
People like
hesitation,
that.
none at all. As soon as he calls us a bitch, I just draw down on him. No words.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Here we go.
1 second.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There's so many freaking people.
So
So funny.
Luke has a thing of heal. Let's see here. A thing of fatigue.
Yeah, here we go. Here comes the real problem.
I'm just making sure I got everything
I might
correct
have.
here. What's that?
I'm sitting here thinking to
Woo!
myself, I might have fucking poisoned everybody here, but now, damn it, I ain't a bitch.
Let's do
You're
it.
not people.
All right.
This is where I come from.
I
So,
told you I'm gonna go down. Let's do it.
let's see here.
Ah.
There
I
are
forgot what's the fertilizer for.
6. Huh?
I must have missed that last week.
The fertilizer was what that guy, what Phelps gave Lore to give. Oh shit, I forgot who to
Oh,
give it
Yeah.
to.
To Bill,
Yeah.
which
To
is
Oh,
Phelps.
that's
That's why I
right. To
said
Bill.
that's why I said we were rooting for this asshole.
Well, are we? Are we really? They're bad. Like we know they're bad.
Not
Like we know
anymore.
it.
Well, we were bad too, but now he's just done insulted us. You can't let that stand.
Nope.
So I'm grouping the 6 men Phelps has together. I'm grouping the 12
Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, it's gonna hurt, y'all.
the 12 lazy s all together here. A couple shuffle
Let me
here.
hold my dice. Let me get them a little warmed up here. God, I hope I took enough in shooting right now.
All right.
Stormy, your shooting's only D4.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We got this. What is my shooting? Did I get it up high enough? Shit.
Okay.
What is that? It's I
So
can't even tell. It's so neon.
neon.
D10. There we go. I'm good.
Question: what's the threshold for success when we roll? Like,
Typically in most situations it's going to be 4. If you're rolling an attack, it's going to be versus the person's parry or dodge, depending on the situation.
okay.
Okay, so it looks like
Rock.
the lucky S people got lazy S people got the Joker, which means all of you get an extra Benny.
Ooh,
That's
I'll
helpful.
take that.
4 bennies. 4 of them bad boys.
Okay,
I got
is
5.
So we
anybody?
start off with 3. Start off with 3.
Yep. Does anybody see their card?
Oh, I'll go. Hold
No.
on.
No,
Yes.
you do.
Hold on. Gotta zoom in.
So you get an extra penny. I got
I get an extra penny?
yeah.
Ooh.
I don't see
Yeah,
mine.
yo.
You got 2 of clubs, Jack of diamonds, 10 of clubs, 4 of clubs, ace of diamonds. We got 8 of clubs. We got a joker. We got 5 of diamonds. We got 9 of hearts. We got 5 of hearts. So, you know, let's see here. So normally those who get a joker can determine where they want to go in the order. First up is the men, according to this sheet here. The gunmen that Bill Phelps brought with him. Oh wait, no. First up is Camilla. Ace is high.
Ace is high.
Ace is
Hell
high.
yeah. Get out.
And here, so you guys can tell me where you would think. Excuse me. Where you think the group of 12 ranchers should go?
Or are they playing like all as one character?
Yeah, they're just sort of a conglomerate. I'm going to
Okay.
do like an average roll for them. It's just easier to run.
Okay, and they're on our side or their side?
Currently, it seems like they would be on your side. So outwardly, you guys have done nothing wrong here.
All right,
Good.
I don't care
I
where they
like
go.
that. They
So-
can go. Well,
Camilla's first, and then it's going to be the 6 dudes that Phelps brought in. So maybe after Camilla, or
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
sounds good.
yeah.
okay,
are they gonna go after? So right after me, before their turn.
yeah.
Okay.
And Phelps is all the way at the end. Not going to make it.
That's
I'm
where
not
I
gonna
like
make it.
him.
Yep.
I got you. It's my job to keep you safe, boy.
Okay, so first up is Camilla.
I'm
What would
dead.
you like to do? You're the first on the draw.
Hmm.
Oh wait, hold on. Bucky. You drew a 4. Would you like a new card? When you remember, you have the quick trait. Whenever we're doing these initiatives, if your
Oh,
card
there
is
you go.
4 or lower, you can get a new card if you'd like.
Oh, sure.
There you go. There we go.
Knew I
Not
had that
better.
for
It was a
something.
2.
It's not
Damn
better.
I was about to say, is it a 2?
Yeah, it's a 2.
Yeah.
it.
Alright.
And since there is a Joker, we have to reshuffle this after this round here.
Nice.
All right, Camilla, you're up first.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take the shot at the motherfucker who literally is controlling everything. I'm going right for Phelps.
Phelps, okay.
He's right there talking shit.
Make a shooting.
Fuck that
Okay,
motherfucker.
D10. Here we go. Here we
Shoot him
fucking
in the dick.
go. Shoot him in the dick. Here we go. Okay. We've got a D, so 6 on that, and then a 3 on the fate.
Okay, that is a hit. Roll your damage.
I gotta look at my damage. I'm so excited.
What are you shooting him
Let's
with?
see.
That's
I
what
was
I
gonna just shoot with my. I'm just gonna shoot with my little Colt. I wasn't gonna
Okay.
be using my Winchester. Well, Colt was gonna be 2d6 plus 1. All right. So let's see. First one is 3, 4. Oh wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8.
Okay, so that his toughness is 6. So you do 8 damage, meaning he is now shaken.
Yeah,
Nice.
shaking in your boots, calling me a bitch, boy.
All right, good question.
What's
How
that?
do we know what our toughness is?
Your toughness. Does it not say in your character sheet?
I got a blank
Mine's
space right there.
5.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah.
Just a moment.
I'm immortal.
No, he's
Can't
not. He's not.
die.
No, he's the opposite
Immortal.
of immortal. You have
Get
no
fucked.
toughness.
Get wrecked, motherfucker!
Oh, you have 0 tough. Oh, emotional damage.
We'll go to the source. Books. Defense. Endurance statistics. Toughness is 2 plus half of vigor plus any armor.
2 plus half of vigor.
Yeah.
So that should be a 5. 2
5?
plus 3. Yeah. Okie dokie. A low hit point game, huh?
Yes, 3 wounds and you're out. There's a whole system for using bennies to soak up wounds and get rid of wounds, and then you can make recovery rolls. So it's very swingy. You can go from like okay to dying in a few seconds, but you can also go from dying to okay in a few seconds as well. It's sort of back and forward.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Good enough.
Okay, Camilla, that was your shot. Would you like to try to move or something? Uh-oh.
Yes, I would like to try and go toward BB's character.
Go towards BB's
That
character.
is
Okay.
my head.
So
Trying to get him in cover.
you bring your gun up, pow! Shoot him. We'll say you wing him right in the shoulder. No real damage, but you were just a bit quicker than him on the draw. Now is going to be all the dudes following suit. All the gunmen. They're all armed. Everybody here is armed. They all pull
Of course they
guns.
are.
And we're gonna say. Let's see here.
Interesting.
Here. I'm going to roll. Abstract this out. 4d8 here.
Oh, okay.
And the more successes we have, the more wounds we'll have. Just to sort of make this quick. All right. So they are not aiming in particular anywhere. They got 1 success out of there. So we'll say that they managed to get a few successful shots there, but nothing like crazy impressive. And they're shooting at the main group of guys here. So we will call them Shaken. Now is their turn, and we will say that the lazy ass ranchers will move to sort of attempt to surround these dudes a little better. They'll fan out a little bit, so they might be able to offer some sort of bonuses in the future, given their position. Now for the bad guys. Let's see here. There's fewer of them, so I'm only going to do 3 here. 1 successful shot. Who should it be on? Looks like that's going to be on Zeke here. They're all just sort of firing wildly here, using their cult frontiers. That's going to be 2d6 plus 1. Wait, what's your toughness? You said.
My toughness is 5.
Okay. Your parries. Okay, that's definitely going to be hit on you. 7. So you are also shaken. You can.
Benny.
You want to spend a Benny to remove the shaken condition?
Who is fast
Yes.
on that? Oh,
Like I know what to do.
Benny.
All right, so now it is Doc's turn.
Dockety Doc.
Okay, I'm gonna get over to Bill.
Okay, you're gonna move. We'll call this. We'll use. You want to try to find cover on your way there? Or what? Yeah, Bill's on the
How far
ground.
away from him I
Let's
was.
see here. I'll say you can make it to Bill in one round and take an action when you get to him.
Okay, I'm gonna get to him and try and heal him with my gas.
Okay.
Or well, no, scratch that. Get to him and drag him to cover.
Okay. Give me a strength check or no athletics.
How badly is Bill injured?
He's not
He
injured.
got he didn't he's not injured. He had the yeah.
He's having some sort of
that code word
episode
was
now.
used.
He's freaking out. It's only been like
Oh,
a second or two since everything started. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm assuming, and I don't know, but I'm assuming from what my notes and stuff and what I've been trying to pay attention to, Daisy is the code word that he uses to trigger whatever this response is that happens.
oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember now. I remember now. Oh,
what'd you get, Doc?
You can call me Combat Doc Doc. I got a 4 on the D4 and a 6 on the fate.
Excellent.
Hey-o!
I
Fuck
will
yeah!
I will say that both
Rolling that beautiful bean right.
you managed to pull Doc behind the line here, or pull Bill behind the line
Combat
here.
Doc.
Now it's his turn, and I'm gonna make another roll for him. He's seeming a little better, but he's zonked out. He's gone. He's just saying back off, 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 back off.
oh gosh.
He seems completely out of it at this
That was
time.
the last thing he said to told his people to back off.
And now it is Zeke's turn.
Shooting Phelps.
Shooting Phelps. All right, give me a shooting roll.
Oh boy. Okay, four regular, one on fate.
That's not gonna do it.
Fuck it, Benny.
All right.
Uh, five on both.
Okay. That is a success. Roll your damage.
2d6.
Look at us using our bennies within like 30 minutes.
Okay.
So proud of us.
8 plus 1, 9 points of damage.
Not bad. Not bad. That is another shaken. He's gonna spend his Benny to ward that shaken off.
All right.
Aw.
And if I got movement,
We'll still have one shaken.
Yeah, he's still one
You
shaken.
said shake it.
If he takes another
The
shaken,
bang.
it's automatically a wounded.
Ayo.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a quickest or something.
Quaketh, shaketh, quaketh, baketh.
Again, I'd like to take cover. Try and
Okay.
get some cover.
Give me an athletics or agility check to try to take some cover here.
Okay, do I have athletic? Athletic D6.
Good game tonight.
I'll go with that. Just get right to it. I show up, I'll go to hell. Oh. 5 on D8 and 2 on fate.
Okay, that's good enough for a light cover in there. Now it's Abby's turn. She's going to move to Bill. You spend her movement moving to Bill. She's not much of a shooter. She is armed. She sort of haphazardly takes a shot here. And it's a miss. But she's moving up to Bill. Bill, Uncle Bill, Uncle Bill. And now it's Luke's turn. Luke is sickened. He is fatigued at this point. But he's still going to try to do his best to take down Phelps here. This is much better. That is a success. Also 2d6. You just keep the 2d6. 6. That is another shaken, and that is a wound.
Ooh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And he's gonna hold his ground here. Bucky,
Yeah.
your turn, bro.
Can I shoot Phelps too?
Absolutely, bro.
All right. I'm rolling. Where's my die? Let's see. 8. Wait. Shoot. Ay. I got a 4 and a 3 on the fate.
4 and a 3 on the fate. That's not gonna do it.
I guess I'll re-roll. Spin the Benny.
Okay.
I did worse. I got a 1 and a 5 on the fate.
5 is a hit.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So roll your damage.
Okay, so can I be shooting with my Winchester?
Sure.
Okay, so I need to roll the 8 twice. I got an 8 and then a 6.
8 and a 6. What's your Winchester?
The damage is 2d8.
Oh, okay. So that's 14. That
Yeah, if I
is
can math right.
quite a bit of damage. Okay. So that is another wound for Phelps. Actually,
He down yet?
no,
He's going down.
not yet.
Still standing?
Yes, he's still standing. He's only got 2
Oh.
wounds.
Annoying.
Actually, he only has 1 wound. I'm going to spend one of my bennies to soak that wound. Wait, hold on. No, my damage is wrong
I
here.
heard the beep.
Hold on.
Dang it.
Sorry. He should have gotten 2 wounds. I'm going to use my benny to soak one of them, so he still has 2 wounds instead of 3. There, happy?
Fine, I'll take it.
Okay. But now it's his turn. And he at this point he's been shot twice. Both 3 times, a few times, a couple significant ones here, and he's gonna. First, I'm gonna give him an automatic roll, spirit roll here to recover from shaken. Spirit is a D6. Oh gosh, all my dice. Okay, so that is a recovery from shaken, and then
Are you still wounded?
he's still wounded. Yes.
Okay.
But he won't automatically. He has to be shaken again before he can take another wound. And he's gonna. Let's see. Who's he want to shoot? So many targets. We're gonna go for the biggest threat, perceived threat here, and we're gonna go for Camilla. And his shooting is a
Oh,
D10.
Right, you are.
what?
Ooh, let's go.
And possibly like spitting up a little bit of blood here. I'm gonna spend a bit for that. Oh goodness. Okay. What's your toughness or what's your parry, Blue?
My parry?
Yeah.
It's 6.
Okay. So that is a hit, just a regular hit
Damn it.
though. Luckily,
All right.
and his 6 1. I'm holy shit tonight.
I will let you out to go potty in a minute.
What is your toughness?
My toughness is 5.
Okay, so that you are shaken. He just wings
Shaken,
you with a
got it.
shot. Would you like to soak it, or are you going to take it?
I'd like to soak it with a Benny.
Okay.
I'm down to 4 bennies.
Okay. And he's going to take a few steps back here. He's going to backpedal a little bit to sort of be behind his line of guys. Is
Buddy.
okay.
Nova.
He expertly hides behind some of his guys here.
Expertly. Well, I guess he
Expertly
would. I guess he would be good at hiding, huh?
Yeah, who's the bitch now?
takes a bit of cover.
That's right.
Okay, and that's the end of the first round.
Yeah, we're making some pull on that first round. You see everybody, Novakeem? Are you part of the internet now?
Welcome to the
We
internet.
just upped our welcome to the internet, Novakeem.
What a
We just upped
sweetie.
our I know he's such a good boy. I wonder if I can move the camera down.
You can see his
There we
ears.
go. There he is. His big old ears. He's getting pet right now, so they're down.
Aw.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Ugh,
His little dipsticks just wagging.
gross.
He's a good boy. Yeah, he's my little boy. Yeah. Get your chest scratches. Yeah. Good boy. He's just gonna sit down and hound me. That's cool.
He's still a puppy, isn't
He's-
he?
Nah, he's as big as he gonna get.
I mean, like his
Just
age. Like he's still.
oh no, he's
Yeah.
probably about 2. He was 2 around December.
Oh, okay. So he's like an
So
Okay,
adolescent.
yeah.
anybody see their card?
What's the one on
Yeah.
Luke say? I can't read it.
One
Kinda hard
on
to read.
I
Luke's
see mine.
is
Yep.
Do
Seven
I
of
get a
Diamonds.
Benny?
I see mine.
I
Does that mean we
don't
get a Benny back?
see
Yeah.
mine.
Sweet.
Did you say you see yours?
No.
No. Okay,
Lay
let's
down.
see.
Get
Top of the walk here is Doc Doc. Boom. Okay, this gets a little unwieldy when there's a lot of people. Have to rethink that
Shouldn't
potentially.
have called us dogs and bitches, man.
I mean, I fully expected to
Hey,
combat
dogs
here.
glitches.
Okay,
Yep.
check.
Can you hear them, Nova? Is that why you keep perking your ears up? That's weird.
So many 8s.
He's such a good boy. Are you my good luck charm? Yeah.
Oh
He's like, you're
god.
petting me. I'm just gonna sit here and go to sleep.
Oh.
If my lap was bigger, he'd go to sleep.
Some dogs don't care. They're doesn't matter how big they are.
Oh,
They'll
he'll
just
Oh,
take a
Ginny
lap you.
does not. Ginny does not. She will lay
Yeah,
on
really.
top of me. She is almost she's a very large dog. Okay, Doc Doc up first.
Okay. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna use 3 of my power points to heal Bill.
Okay. That require any sort of roll or anything? I think we played it fast and loose up to this point, but this is combat here, so let's be sure we're
It
doing
just
it.
says a range of touch.
Did you open up let's see here.
No, it's just my hand. All right, I'll just leave my hand there. That makes you happier. There, that better?
Okay, lay on hands. Oh, removes
Lay on
removes
hands.
wounds less than an hour old. A successful one removes wounds. Removes 1 wound and raises remove 2. So you're gonna make a power roll here. You're with your weird science.
Okay.
It's just a win, Bubba.
And
Check
this is
that
actually going
in.
to cost you 4 because it says here neutralize poison or diseases +1 PowerPoint.
Ah, gotcha.
Neutralize
That's a
diseases and
6
what?
and a 4
Neutralize
on the
poison and
fate.
disease. What'd you get?
A 6 and a 4 on the fate.
Okay, that is a success. So you put the little mouthpiece, mouth and nose piece over Bill's head as he's shaking back and forward, and you open up the canister, and his eyes shoot open as soon as the gas goes into his lungs here, and they have this like hazy greenness to them, like around the colors, like the white parts of his eyes are like a hazy greeny color. And he's just staring at you. Stand down, stand down, stand down, stand down. As this last of this gas goes into him, that was your action, and I'll resolve it on his turn here in a second. But did you have any sort of movement or anything you want to try to do, or are you good?
Is anybody else wounded on our side?
Isn't Camilla wounded? Or
She
not
took
wounded when she's sleeping?
I got a couple of. No, I think she spent a penny to ward that off here. The only other one who is in, I mean, you got a few people who are sickly at this point, and you haven't had a chance to administer them. You've shown that your gas can work on these things. Javier, of course, was a success as far as you are aware at this time. But other than that, nobody's actually wounded right now. Right now, it is the next up is the lucky, the lucky lazy S guys. So if you want to try to move a little further away, or if you're good here, just let me know.
I'm gonna stay here and cover.
Okay. And then all right, so it is the lucky S guys. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. Lazy S. Let's see here. Oh wow, 3 successes here. They're shooting in at the crowd more than one of the trying to keep them down here. So let's see if I can take any of them out. Nine, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, so the Lazy S crew, they actually managed to down a couple of Phelps's men.
Ooh, nice.
You see, they were a couple of dudes up on horseback. They were shooting off with their rifles, and then let's see here. Who do I have? Random. Let's call it a random. Couple random killers here. Why don't Zeke? Why don't Laura? You give me a D20 roll.
20.
Yeah.
That is. Just a second. Ah, shit. I'm gonna re-roll it because I fucking moved it.
Okay. No big deal.
6.
Okay. So Theodore Stillwell, caps one guy, and then Blue, give me a D20 roll.
Give me
5.
5. Okay. Some guy named Mart Bollinger, who I don't think has come up yet at all somehow. They
Haven't heard
both
that
they
name.
both cap a couple of dudes in Phelps's crew here, so we're down to. Where's my pencil? Phelps has 4 dudes left.
That wind is going crazy, y'all.
Oh, and you're up on that hill.
And then next up is Bill. Bill is he's just taking a shot of this ghost gas stuff. His eyes are all hazy. He's saying, "Stand down, stand down, stand down," and then he stops. And he wraps his hands around your throat, Doc.
Uh-oh.
That was unexpected.
Instantly clock him one and
Oh, well.
remove the mask.
Let's see if he can.
Can you choke him out? Make him unconscious?
Okay, what is your parry, Doc?
Parry?
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Okay. And what's your toughness?
5.
5. Okay. So he does 9 damage to you. That's just enough to cause a shaken and a wound.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ouch.
So on taking a wound on initial damage
Gash
here,
yourself.
you can spend a Benny to ignore the shaken, but you will still take the wound. You can spend a Benny to attempt a roll to not take the wound.
Yeah, I want to do that one.
Okay, so you're going to spend 2 bennies, one to remove the shaken, and one to attempt to roll against the wound. So give me a vitality roll or vigor roll.
Oof. Bigger. That's a 4 and a 5 on the fate.
Okay. All right. You do not actually take a wound, but he is still attempting to choke the life out of you, and you
gosh.
may not be so lucky next time. Next is Camilla's turn.
Let's roll. All right. So Phelps has been. He kept using his bennies, right? He's not just shaking.
He has got 2 wounds, but he also has some
Oh.
cover from you.
Okay.
And
Cool.
technically, my bennies are his bennies, so
How? Oh, okay. How close am I to Doc? Because I can kind of see the situation. Have I gotten to Beeb's character yet?
I would say you and Beebs are you and Bucky are right next to each other at this point in time. I will say that there is sort of you are separated a little bit, sort of by the scrum here. You'd have to move through some people to get to Doc, and then also you are currently the highest value target, so a lot of the shots are going towards you.
That's true.
Don't worry
I'm
about
gonna let's see.
me. I'm not
Who
wounded or
turns
anything.
next after me? Who's the closest one in our group after me?
I
I
have
think it's
Abby.
Okay. She's over there
Abby.
by Bill and Doc. Okay. I'm gonna yell at Abby. You need to go ahead. You need to do something about that. I'm gonna try and lead the try and draw fire over this way. Bucky, you need to take cover and just take cover.
I'll be okay.
You want to try to drag?
And then
You
I'm
want to
gonna
try to draw aggro? Oh, blue.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
sorry
Is
about
she
that.
muted?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and draw fire.
Okay. Give me just an intimidation roll then as you move, and I'll give you an action to
Against
take
the
a shot
man.
if you want.
Okay.
No, we're not. Go to your room.
Let's see. Shooting. I don't have intimidation. Do I?
Okay. Then it's gonna be a D4 minus 2.
D4 minus 2. Great. That's awesome odds.
But you also get to roll your
Hmm.
spirit die or your fate die. So.
So 3, so that's a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And a 6 on the fate.
Okay. I'll say that you do draw some fire, but everything you already sort of were the biggest target. But there's a lot of people here. Phelpsmen seem like they are quickly understanding that they are outnumbered here. Abby, is
Smart
going
man.
to try to pull Bill off of you, Doc. She's like, Uncle Bill, please, what are you doing? What are you doing, Uncle Bill? And she's pulling away. Let's give her an athletics check here. No, she's not super strong.
No.
She's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then the gunmen here. Let me give them a spirit roll real quick. Not good.
No, sleep till Brooklyn.
They're running.
Nice.
The remaining 4 dudes turn
Uh-oh.
and try to run. Meanwhile, Phelps is calling, "You fucking cowards, get back here! I swear to God, I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you."
So what's
Uh,
the cover?
Zeke, uh, Zeke, it's your turn now.
You still got cover?
I'm gonna say yeah, just for mechanical purposes. Maybe he ducked behind like a bale of hay or something, something like that.
Well, I'm gonna come out of my cover, and turn around and shoot his ass.
Okay. I can say if you want to give up your cover, I'll give you a. You have cover. You do have cover.
Light cover.
Okay. Give up your cover. I'll give you a
Look
+1
like cover.
on your shooting roll to try to get past his cover.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I'll give you if you give up your cover, I will give you a +1 like to hit him past his cover on your shooting
Yeah,
roll.
that'll work.
Sort of show you jumping out and try to get a better angle on him.
3, 4 on fate.
Okay, that is not enough to hit him. It is enough to hit his cover, so go ahead and do your damage roll.
Yeah, I won't use a thing this time. 2d6 plus 1 is 7, 8. 8 points of damage. Cover.
Okay, that does downgrade it to a light covering. You shoot a bunch of the hay bale away, and make it a little bit harder for him to hide behind it. And he's sitting there, holding his arm bloody behind, and he's like, you motherfuckers! I said daisies!" And
And you're gonna be pushing them up, son of a bitch.
okay, let's see here. Oof, that's not good. Okay. So you guys have 12 of the laziest guys around you. You have Abby, you have Bill, you have Luke. 6 of those guys and Luke all freeze when he says this. They drop their weapons or whatever and go stock frozen, along with the 4 dudes that were attempting to run on Phelps's side. And this puts a slight pause to everybody. Luke's dropped his weapon. About half of your guys have dropped their weapons, but they're not doing anything else at this time. And let's see. Everyone, give me a quick perception roll.
How much is
Notice.
perception?
Oh, notice.
Notice.
Sorry, notice.
Oh,
6. Okay. 4, 6 on the fate.
3 and 5 on the face.
3 and 6 on the fate.
7 and 5 on the fate.
Okay. You In this brief pause that Phelps has, you look over at him, and you can just barely make out in the sort of gun smoke, dust, and everything that's kicked up in the last few seconds of the scuffle, and sort of the behind the destroyed hay bale. He's like saying something to his shirt or to his chest. It almost looks like, and there's like this faint glow coming out from underneath his shirt. And you see the blood flow that was trickling down on him stops. Now, I will admit, I did underestimate your ferocity, but what do you say we call this one here a wash? I got about half of your guys. You got a couple of my guys. I'm going to walk away here, and you're going to let me, or I'm going to turn their brains into soup. You understand me?
Am I still grappling with Bill?
Yes. Everything is still kind of going on, but these six or so guys have stopped. Bill is definitely still grappling with you, but it seems like seems like Phelps's control, is not quite as complete as that. He can just sort of give them basic things. He's not like directly controlling them. Do with that what you will. But yes, you are still combating.
Okay.
And
I was just trying to get a sense of whether or not I was able to weigh in on this conversation or not.
okay,
The answer would be no.
you can try. Let's see here. Next up is Luke. He's frozen in place. Bucky, what do you do?
Gosh. Well,
Bucky's the decision maker.
oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Is there a way?
Bucky,
Is
give me a
there a
spirit
way?
roll.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
A 2 and a 5 on the fate.
Okay. You hear somewhere around you, Bucky.
Oh
You gonna
God.
let him run away? You gonna let him run away, Bucky?
Do I have any rope on me?
You have any rope on you?
Yeah.
Sure. You got your lasso. You got the roping skill.
Can I try to like rope Phelps and like rope it around his mouth and shut him up for a
Uh,
second?
that would be a very tricky maneuver. You can try it with your roping roll, but it's going to be a difficult one.
Well, whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. I have
Okay.
no other ideas of what to do.
Go! Yeah, Bucky!
Okay, let me find my D4. Hold on. Is someone gonna make the noise? I don't know how to make a lasso noise.
It's just sort of a whoosh whoosh noise, isn't it?
Oh my
I
God.
don't know.
Okay. I got
Absolutely.
1 and a 2 on the fate. Can I spend a Benny and reroll? Okay, I'm spending a Benny.
Good.
I got a 3 and a 4 on the fate.
Okay, yeah, he just sort of effortlessly like swoops, dodges your lasso. He says, "That is a mighty fine try there, boy." And that is the end of the round here. I can, if you guys are still interested in trying to combat him, I can set out another set of cards here. You guys are willing to let this be more of a more let this go back to a dialogue scene. I don't need to deal more cards, so you sort of let me know how you want to handle this scene moving forward.
Do we
That's
keep it
up to
going?
y'all. I'm still in combat.
What do y'all say?
Well, I don't really
Um,
want him to turn their brains into mush.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that would kind of be, a little counterintuitive what we're trying to do.
Should we just talk to him and say, fine, whatever you want to do? We need to ask him, like, how he has control over them.
He ain't gonna answer that.
Yeah.
Well, he would have if I could have roped him around my neck, but that didn't work out.
He stands up and says, I will, of course, be expecting, hello?
Sorry, that's my cat.
Oh, he says, I will, of course, not be, not be discontinuing my interest here in your assets. Take some time and really think about my offer. Give you a couple of days. 50 cents a head ain't so bad. You know, better than nothing and a cold dirt nap, don't you think?
Mel bites her tongue.
He says, I'll release your men, but Bill might not be as cognizant as you like.
Does he need the worm in the brains of the cow to control them?
Boy, that's a good question. And he mounts up on a horse that has not been shot, of which there are probably a couple left. And he says something to his men, and his remaining men, and they follow him out of town, out of the off the ranch here. And about a minute or so after he's off the property line, everybody who was, as he's moving away, Bill releases you from the chokehold, Doc. Forgot to mention that. Sorry.
Proximity.
Is he
And
conscious?
no, he's not conscious. Everyone else sort of snaps out of it after a second. At this point, they're all like sort of grabbing their heads, confused, looking around at each other. Bill, however, is essentially comatose.
Well,
That's not good.
nope.
And Abby's there. We're gonna go to break with the scene of Abby like, Uncle Bill, wake up! What's going on, Uncle Bill? I don't understand. Wake up! And we're gonna take a brief break there.
All right. See
Okay,
y'all in a minute.
I'm gonna get some chocolate.
Sounds good.
All right, we are back. The dust has settled. You got a couple of dead bodies, but for the most part, everyone is intact. You guys have successfully defended the ranch from Phelps's advances here, although Bill is not doing so great. I will also say that although all the people who were sort of coaxed by Phelps's spell here, they are currently no longer like frozen. They are looking much worse for wear. These are all
Are they
people.
aware of what just happened?
If you ask Luke, he'll say, "I it was hazy. It's like it was like smoke. All I could see was smoke. I could hear you, and like I could see like a vague outline in that smoke, but it was weird. I couldn't quite make out what was happening. All I knew is that I people were in danger. I tried to scream out. I tried to fight it, but I couldn't quite move like molasses or ice or something. And he suddenly stoops down and sits down. He's like, "I'm feeling very lightheaded still. And it's like I see half the smoke and half what's real. And there's this buzzing in my head. Can you hear it? I feel like you should hear it. It's so loud.
No, we can't hear it.
So loud. I'm just gonna take a nap. You guys look after the ranch. You Abby. Abby, you." And he slumps over.
Is he dead?
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
He still seems to be breathing, but it is very labored. You remember that he was a bit further along in the progression of this sickness than others were. Perhaps that and the experience has sort of pushed him even further along. But he is currently out of action at this time. What do you do?
What the hell is going on around here?
Dude, this is
That's
what
my
I was talking
question.
about. I told you weird shit was going on. I don't know if he like Doc. Should we move him? Put him somewhere? I don't even know what to do here.
We should get him inside, says Abby. Get him in bed.
Well, we should definitely not leave him laying here.
All right, then let's start getting him in.
Okay. I'll say that
We're
you
just
guys work
looking
together.
stupid sitting out here.
He's a large framed man. You get him and Luke inside the main house here. You check him over. Luke is burning up. Bill, not so much. He's not his fever. He's got a mild fever, but it doesn't seem as bad. It just and you open his eyes and maybe look inside him and he's reacting to light and whatnot. It just seems like he's not home right now. Luke actively seems like he's dying.
Wow, Luke's taking this a lot harder than I think.
Well, I
Yep,
guess I should probably do my best to save Luke then, huh?
Yeah, probably.
I'll keep Abby calm.
Okay. What
All
does
right.
that look like? Real quick.
Be keeping Abby
Well,
calm.
Yeah.
learning my lesson from the last person I just helped. I'm pretty sure Bill's gonna be fine. He's just gonna take a little time to wake up. But I'm not about to get choked the fuck out again. So help me strap this motherfucker down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll copy that.
Yeah, I'll say Zeke and Bucky. Bucky, what are you doing? You helping Doc or are you helping Camilla?
I can help Doc.
Okay. So Zeke and Bucky both help you strap Luke down. And then you're gonna give him some gas.
Oh yeah,
Give
gas
some
him up.
gas.
Okay. We'll call it another 4 points.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with
And
it. Ain't got no gas in it.
he also goes to this moment where he sort of shakes and spits up a lot of blood. He's coughing for quite a while, and then he
Ew.
finally spits up this. It looks similar to the thing that that Bucky found in Javier. However, it looks like it's a little further along in its life cycle. What Bucky found was a larva. This would be a pupa, uh, and he spits it up, and then it within a few seconds curdles up and dies.
Hmm.
And then
Don't
Luke
want those
is
people around
still,
here.
but he is still feverish. He's still sweating quite a bit. And when I say still, he's no longer thrashing around, but he does have a slight tremor every so often. His breathing is ragged. It looks like he's not taking the recovery as well as Javier did.
That makes sense. He's a little further gone.
How many of these people around here are gonna be like this?
Around
Really need
half at
that
this
gas.
point is your estimate.
Or have like in Luke's state, or are they salvageable like
Luke
Javier's
Luke
state?
is one of the furthest along. Let me double check my chart here. Luke was definitely the furthest along, but you've got several others ill as well.
Should we get everyone in quarantine and gas them all?
It's a lot of gas.
No.
What are you at now, Doc?
I'll put it this way: I can only gas one more person today.
Did you start the session with full PowerPoints? You should have.
If I did, then yes.
Okay. Your total 15 to 15. You've only spent 8 up to this point by my reckoning, so you could do.
Yeah, so I could gas one more person. That'd be 12.
It only costs you 4 to
I wouldn't.
gas someone.
Yeah, another one after that would be at 16.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I did my math wrong here. Okay. Yeah, so you can only do that in normal. You know that you can try to coax more gas into being, but it is difficult to do, and sometimes costs you something. So that is an
Well,
option
maybe we.
on the table.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I said maybe we should consider who we are
Triage.
wanting to save in this camp, if anyone. You know.
She's pulling triage right now.
Yeah.
Or I guess Bucky is.
Yeah. Can't do a man's voice, and I'm eating. Sorry.
Let's see here. I can give you a list of the
Ooh.
sick if you'd like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Javier is no longer sick. He has been cured. Dorothea Jackson. Theodore Stillwell. Wiley Brewer. Brere. B-R-U-E-R-E.
What was his name?
Brare? I don't know. It's a randomly generated name, man. Brure.
Briar.
B-R-U-E-R-E.
Okay.
Brure. Thank you. Thank you, learned person in the group.
Thank you, person who went to France.
Let's see.
Alright,
Nancy Germain, Wes
Nancy.
Hoffman, Emmett Tam, and Bodie Hauser.
Oh, maybe we
Bodie.
should
Yeah.
say
Bodie. We need to talk to Bodie about that water situation.
Okay. So yeah, you've got essentially one. As far as you know at this time, you have one cure all left for the day. But you know that this thing spreads pretty fast, and likely at least one more person's going to wake up sick tomorrow. So, most likely more than that. And it is about mid morning.
So much for this cattle drive, guys.
I should figure a way to fix it. I kept here as soon as he. Well, I don't want to say it here. Never mind. I'm gonna wait.
I can
And
move
again,
this.
I don't think if anybody says it, I don't think it's a thing that if anybody says it'll trigger it. I think only he can trigger it.
If you want,
Right.
I can
That's
make this a
my-
more private venue. I can say that Abby, you guys are in a different room in the main house or something like that. And Abby's tending
Yeah.
to everyone else.
Yeah, she was okay. She figured out that her Uncle Bill was gonna be all right.
Mhm.
Yeah, guys, did anybody picking up on the words he's saying here that are causing these triggers?
Daily? Yeah, I picked up on that. My question is,
Yeah,
where are these things coming from? What, how do we stop it from happening?
I think something got to do with that fertilizer,
Well, yeah, that
fertilizer,
that
and
pressure.
obviously it's these worms. Doc, what do you? Well, Doc's
Nerds.
probably in there right now. Doc, are you in here with us?
Yeah.
What do you think on all this?
Maybe he's idly examining this pupa form here. Give me a weird science roll, Doc.
Yeah.
Weird science.
My bigger
Weird.
question
Bill,
is
Bill, Bill, Bill.
why had Phelps why did he self-heal with this like blue light glowing out of him?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too.
That's a 4 and a 4.
4 and a 4. Okay. Um. So obviously, it seems like whatever this thing is a slightly different version of whatever the cow was. Whatever happened to the cow. It seems to serve similar roles, have similar life cycles, but the one with the cow is a different species, or just a different branch of the same species, or something like that. I can give you that much. It also feels familiar. You feel like you've heard about something about this before. Your role isn't quite enough to to get at this point, but maybe if you look over some personal notes or ponder on it a bit more, I'll give you that. There is something about this which seems strangely familiar.
Hmm.
Uh, but
Is that why they want the cows so bad? Is because they've got the worms in them?
Maybe. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. Yeah, I told you there's some weird shit going down
Well,
here.
there's something similar but uniquely distinct about the two. I don't think
mhm.
it's necessarily the same thing in the cows that's in these people.
Huh.
Hmm.
What question is why
Some
does he want the cows at all? Like why is he willing to part with like let his own crew people die, put his own life at risk for these cows, this cattle?
we were gonna try and move the cows up north. That's where we were supposed to be heading?
Yeah, Bill is trying to sell him, but the only buyer around here is Bayou Vermilion, and they're offering a ridiculous price for it. So at this
50
point,
cents a head.
the plan is to move everyone up, move the cows up, and try to sell them at the fort near Roswell.
How much were we getting ahead there?
Unknown at this time, but Bill feels it's got to be better than what's being on offer around here.
Okay. We need
And
to start coming to the conclusion we might need to move these cows right now, real quick, fast, in a hurry. We're not gonna have people to do it. It's only gonna be like us because we're the only ones.
Not
at,
sick.
at current estimate, even with some of the more recent sicknesses, Bill and Luke had figured that you guys could leave within the next couple of days. However, with Bill and Luke both out, and who knows what else is going on with the rest of the crew, that might be a bit trickier. So you guys are damn near ready to go. It's just moving that amount of head and moving that amount of cows takes manpower, and you guys
Yep,
are losing that at this point
at a wicked sick rate.
at a pretty good clip.
All right.
I will say so far
What?
you have not received any casualties. You guys are pretty clear that if you can cure it and remove this bug quickly, that the person will be fine. You haven't had a chance to examine Javier yet, so that might reveal some more information about what the afterwards of this is. Bill is a different situation. You don't
Yeah, I
know
figured his was.
you don't know how far along he was in this sickness. As far as you are aware, Bill was likely not sick beforehand. He hadn't shown any symptoms up to this point.
Is
But
someone in our camp like sneaking this poison in to everybody? Is that how they're all getting sick and we're not?
That's
That's
another.
what Phelps tried to get me to do.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
No, to clarify, Phelps never once tried to get you to drink. To
No,
take.
no. But bringing stuff into the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been slowly trying to get his hands on this ranch. I bet you is what's going on.
There's a mole in the camp, I guarantee it. Maybe more than one.
So you got a
That's good
couple.
possibility.
The way I see it, not to.
Bodhi.
Yeah, not to be not to be your quest log here, but right now you have two leads. You have the Javier one and you have the Bodhi one. And then Lore or Zeke mentioned something. You could just go and confront Phelps where he is.
I'm down for that.
You guys can do one or all, or you can split up a little bit and do that. Or some of you have better
Ari's always bad.
some of you have better
Yeah.
reputations with certain characters than others, so consider that.
I'm pretty sure Phelps don't want to talk to me.
I can go talk to Phelps.
I don't think he gonna talk
Ooh.
to me anymore either. But I'll go with you.
So we're gonna send
Yeah,
I
go
guess
with
I'll go
me.
talk to Bodhi then.
Bodhi. Doc, are you
Or
gonna?
maybe I'll talk to Bodhi.
Maybe you guys can gas him while you're there. Don't you want to save Bodhi?
Yeah, he's on the sick list, but we'll see. Yeah, because he's sick. We'll see how good he is.
So sorry.
If he can talk or not.
So
Okay.
can I mount up and head out?
Yeah. So to clarify, we got Bucky and Zeke going to see Phelps.
Zeke,
Doc.
you keep that boy safe.
Yep.
Doc, are you going to examine Javier? Or are you going to try to work on to examine Bill or Luke a little further? What do you want to do?
Keep an eye on Bill and Luke.
Okay. If you want,
I'm still not sure.
Abby offers to let you do work here so that you can be close to Bill. If you need to, she can give you a spare room to work out
That's
of.
right. We still got work for the day.
At this point, the main
But
focus of any able-bodied person is just sort of maintaining and locking down the fort, and just making sure that everything stays where it is and doesn't get worse, rather than trying to get anything actually done. So, what do
Another
you want to?
thing,
Sorry,
we should have everybody plug their ears
plug their
if Phelps
ears.
ever shows up again.
Hmm.
oh yeah.
That's a
Okay.
good idea.
Yeah, I say
Start
you
putting
guys.
cotton in your pockets.
Yeah, you guys can easily hand out some cotton. Abby will definitely pass that around. She's sort of taking on at least somewhat of a managerial position. You guys aren't quite well known around enough here to sort of be calling the shots, but it seems like Abby would be willing to listen to you and pass on orders as needed. Provided that they're within reason, of course.
That's a good thing to have.
Yeah. So, like I said,
Have help behind the scenes.
Abby will set you up in a spare room in the main house. If you want to try to call Javier in or work on something, she's basically giving you a private room here.
Yeah, let's get Javier in here, and we'll fucking keep an eye on all three of these guys all at once.
Okay. So we'll pick that up. And then Blue, what were you doing? Blue? Okay.
Sorry,
Do,
I was muted. My bad.
do I need to give you
I was
time?
gonna go talk to. No, I'm gonna go talk to Bodhi,
Okay.
but then I realized he was on the sick list, so I was like, well, maybe I'd wait for Doc to want to wander over there and see and go check on everybody, and then talk to him. They're kind of like, we were already here. Let's talk to you about it instead of me just going direct for him.
Well, what we could say is you could be going to get Bodhi for Doc if you wanted to.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I like that. I like
Okay.
that.
So we'll say that Doc calls Javier in. He's not too far away, so Javier, we'll do Javier's first here. He says, "Oh, hey, Doc. Yeah, you wanted to look me over?
Yeah,
Okay.
come on in.
So yeah, you turn around. You're examining your tools and stuff. Turn back around. And he is full naked. He's like, oh,
Whoa.
sorry, old military training, Doc. Got stripped to the skin for the Doc. Where do you want to start? And he does a little lunge,
Jesus.
a little squat. He's like, I'm ready. Seems like he's full of energy at this point.
Whew,
Feeling great.
okay. Uh,
One, two.
Okay.
You're gonna make me role play this.
No. We
Um,
we can abstract it out if you want, but know that he was ready to be examined. Give me give me just a normal healing roll then.
The full Monty.
Get out your measuring
pull
tape.
on the pull on the old white glove, give it a firm little snap. That's a 2 and a 5 on the fate.
2 and a 5
That was
on
a
the
horrible
fate.
roll.
Okay. That is good enough. You give him a full examination and he seems fine. No breathing problems. He seems a little peppy even. And then you're examining sort of like the back of his neck, near his hairline. And you see like a small ring of bug bites there. Older
Well,
bug
that's
bites. It
good.
looks like they've been there for at least a week. Not they've since like scabbed and healed over, but it looks there's still like sort of a pinkish spot there.
You remember when you got these?
Oh yeah,
You sure?
fuck. We had a rash of horse flies a few weeks ago. Crazy little bitey shits.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Anybody else bit?
Oh God, I couldn't. I mean, they were pretty bad. Most of the horses, most of the men, of course, everyone gets bit. Every once in a while, just sort of part of their life out here. Ain't no big deal. You just swat them and slather some dung on it and move on.
I see. Well, that's certainly the hygienic way of going about it. Well, you're healthy as an ox. You can
Do we know
go ahead
why
and get
he's
dressed now.
better now, other than the
Yeah, he's
bug
one of
bite?
the. I gassed him.
Yeah.
Remember?
It
Or
seems
one
like
of the.
whatever he did, whatever that gas did, seemed to clear out his system. He seems fine now. He's like, yeah, I have this. I do have a little bit of like a sinus issue. Like, I feel like there was some like just a tickle, but nothing major at this point. Uh,
It's just J- Javier.
hmm?
It's just the weather changing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We done here. I gotta go. Get started on supper.
Yep.
Okay.
Suit up.
And he moves out, and we will flash over to Camilla. We'll say that Bodhi is he's working on shoeing some horses. Says,
Oh,
oh shit, what was your name? I'm sorry.
she.
Shay. Miss Shay, you come help.
No, we got us some serious problems going on up the house, and Doc's wanting to take a little look see at everybody who hasn't been feeling too good. So I'm here to collect you and take you up there. But before we go, I wanted to talk with maybe why you could be sick. I saw you down the other night at the river.
Oh, yeah. It's an old family
Yeah.
tradition. It's a bit of the gree. It's reading the entrails. I've been so distraught about this thing with Emmett, and I decided
All
to
right.
consult the
What did they
fates.
say?
Dangers afoot. Hidden. It was what was it? Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second. My cats are fucking killing each other. Knock it off, you two dipshits.
Speaking of this moment, oh man.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it was just a little bunny. Of course. Spirits were a mite confused. Seems like there's danger around, which obviously they were correct, and they advised me that I need to be moving on pretty quick, and I'm thinking they might be right. I,
you think they might be talking about the cattle move
I hope so.
by
Uh,
moving? All right.
I would like
So can
to.
I count on you to be there with us when we move these cows.
Yeah, I didn't want to be like a tattletale. I didn't want to be telling tales
Talk
at
to me,
school
Bodie.
because I didn't know, but now things have changed. Strangeness. Varney, you know Varney. Varney is
Barney.
one of the women in camp. She's been writing messages to town at least once a week, and
Mm.
as far as I know, her husband died a few months ago. Not sure who she's writing
You know
to.
why he died by chance?
Oh, it was pneumonia, dead of winter.
Pneumonia. Okay.
Yeah,
Dead.
it
All
was.
right. So we definitely got a reason. All right. I was trying to make sure it wasn't this hullabaloo that keeps
Oh,
happening.
not as far as I know. I don't know who she's writing to or what she's doing, but whenever I asked her about it, and she was real cagey about it.
All right. I'm
And
glad you were right up honest with me. I knew you were that kind of a good home kind of boy.
well,
Your Gregory ain't gonna scare me at all. I used to hang out with stuff like that. We're fine.
I, I apologize. A lot of people don't like, Emmett. He didn't like it. He said some nasty things about it. But he
Oh, is
is
that kind of why y'all?
yeah, he's of course a good, Latter Day Saint, one of them type guys. Of course, his parents raised him up right. While he ain't practicing, he still does carry a lot of that same type of sin.
Traditions and the upbringings, right?
Were the
Yeah.
Mormons around back then?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is big Mormon time. This is just after Joseph
Oh
Smith.
yeah.
They actually own they in this version of reality they have their own nation. They own basically the Dakotas and that whole area, like they're their own state. They're the Deseret,
Ugh.
Salt Lake, Utah, that whole area. Um, okay, so you and him say, well, you and him walk up just as Javier is leaving the main house.
Talk
Doc,
to you later, Bodie. Doc will take care of you.
okay. Doc, do you choose to heal Bodhi?
Yep, might as well.
You spend your 4 points to heal Bodhi. His reaction is nowhere near as strong as even Javier's was. He does sort of double over and cough. He's like, God damn, Doc, what are you putting that
Big
shit?
boy.
He spits up this little
It's a homemade concoction.
in his you can't even see like you have to like actually like pick through it a little bit to find the creature within it. Like Bodhi doesn't notice it. But later we'll say that you did, you maybe pick through it. But he does spit up a big wad into the sink. He's like, "Oh,
Oh, one last thing, Bodie.
yeah,
You got any bites on you from that
bites.
rash of horse flies?
Oh, the horseflies. Yeah, I got me a real bad one here." And he puts his leg up on the counter and pulls his leg up, and right on his calf is a where a big welt was.
Huh. All right, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem.
All right, got it written down. Javier and Bodie both have bites. Now, Doc, did you gas Luke? I know you did Bill,
Yeah, Bill, Luke, and Javier have all been gassed at this point, and
and now
Bodhi.
Bodie.
But
Okay,
Luke
I
I've
got
died,
been
Bill.
right?
liberal as shit with this
Luke is
gas.
not dead. Luke is unconscious at this point.
Hmm.
All right, list is updated. We got this.
Coming back. Don't call it a comeback. All right, and then we're gonna switch to Zeke and Bucky on the road. You guys are on your horses.
Cosmo.
Cosmo. Um, are you guys gonna discuss on your way there? What's your plan?
Um.
Do we kill him?
I don't have any horses, but I got cows.
Well, he sent you for a task. Did you complete your task
Sort of.
successfully? Sort of.
As far as
Well,
he knows.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as he knows. So maybe you say I did what you wanted and see like see if we can get more information out of him when he like gives us a new task. say, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm willing to do whatever."
Mhm.
Bucky, I
What?
shot him. I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh, just in time.
It
Got
was
to
a
We
be
could try to
dead.
we could try to strangle him or something.
I'm
Oh God,
sounds good to
we
me.
are not going in diplomatic.
give me
Diplomatic.
give me a
Diplomatic.
perception check as you guys approach the town here. Or a notice roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Check 3 on fate.
2 and a 5 on the fate.
You notice that so it's about midday at this point. So you guys have a pretty clear view of the town as you approach. You see a few extra wagons outside of town. You see a few extra workers milling about town. Seems like Phelps has decided to pull in a few men to help out around here. So he has essentially increased
Course
security
he
in town.
Yeah.
Should we try to spy on him?
I think that's probably gonna be better. I imagine we
Mhm.
walk in there alone, we're gonna get killed.
I have a decent stealth, I think.
She's our little rogue, or he's our little rogue.
And I'm small.
Small.
Not for great, but
Yeah.
I'm game. Let's do it.
Okay. So you guys will say you ditch your horses somewhere,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and walk in.
Make sure they're tied up.
Hmm. What are you doing?
Last thing we need is to lose the fucking horses.
Get out of there! Get out of there!
About a mile
Get out
outside
of there!
town there.
Sorry, my cat
Look at
is trying
them.
to chew on my cords. Get out of there, Banks.
Binks,
Oh.
Daddy Binks, you listen to your auntie.
Come here. I will hook you like a cartoon character. Get over here.
Oh.
That's a boy.
I'm saving his life, BB.
Nice
Don't awe
dude.
me. He's trying to chew my power cords.
Well, maybe they taste
Cat had
good.
9 lives and he spent them all.
You got 9 lives, and life probably costs about a volt or two. Okay.
Is there a cat? Is there a zappy emoji?
Okay. So now that the cat has been saved, give me your stealth rolls.
Okay.
Okay, dokie.
Dun, 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 dun,
3
dun.
on fate. I'm using the D4 too.
Okay.
Ugh, sorry, I got a 6. Hold on, I gotta reroll the fate. And a 2 on the fate.
Don't you get the rollables if you hit the same one?
What's that?
Do you get to roll doubles if you hit the same one?
Yeah, if you max out, you get to roll again and add it to it.
Okay.
There you
Well,
go.
I didn't.
Remember that.
Okay. Do you want to spend a penny? Because that's not a super great roll.
Me or Lore?
Zeke.
I should note I'm rolling a D4. I don't have a I don't have a particularly actual. Yeah, I'll spend a penny on it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's worse.
Oof. Okay.
That's
That's
We'll
worse.
stay with the higher one then.
Question,
What?
though. Maybe do we know where he's staying?
Not really. You
Well, I
guys
mean,
have
he's
both
going.
both
Okay,
times
he's
you've met
going
him. You've met
to
him in the bar in town.
Okay. That was a 1-4 on the fate. Does that help?
That's a little better. Yeah, that's 4 is a success. So that is.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Is
Generally,
there a hotel above the bar?
the bar might have a few rooms. You know that he might be staying there. You're not entirely sure. Both times you've met him, he is there.
Do you know where the Bayou Vermilion guys are staying? I mean, like, do they have like a camp or anything?
It seems like they are mostly working on laying rail a little further away from town, and that they mostly stay in sort of a little rail camp around there, a little mobile sort of rail camp around there. But Bill has pulled more of them in, or Phelps has pulled more of them into town for whatever reason.
Okay. And is there a doctor in town?
Not to your knowledge.
Well, he
Closest.
self-healed, remember? Because that blue light,
Yeah.
was healing his wounds.
Closest to a doctor that you would think of is possibly the local shop owner, the general shop owner. He has some medications and some medical supplies there, but no, not an official doctor as far as you know. Closest thing around you is Doc.
Who's
Doc.
Doc?
No barber or anything.
Nope. It's a pretty
He's
teeny tiny
pro-
little town. It barely exists.
he's probably in like a room with his underling, like talking about their plans. Or I hope so anyway, so we can eavesdrop on them.
Okay. So you guys, BB, what did you get? You got a 6, you said?
A 6 and a 2 on the fate.
You move in. You manage to sort of keep a low profile. There's not a lot of cover or anything like that, so you mostly rely on just sort of not looking too out of place, and not standing out too much. Most of the people seem like they're pretty busy working around. They're moving boxes from these chests and setting up these sandbags around the entrances around the entrance of the town. Seems like they are fortifying up the town, hammering up windows, setting up these little sand and box barricades and stuff. And then in the center of town, as you sort of make your way further in, you see that there's this big crate, maybe about 4x4, and you actually do see Phelps there. He's directing some of his men. Right? He says, "Yes, we'll put this here, and then we'll have a clear line down both ends of town here." And as he says that, somebody takes a crowbar and cracks that little thing open, that box open, and unfolds a Gatling gun. Bucky, give me a spirit roll as you see this Gatling gun.
Damn.
That's some serious firepower for back then.
A 4 and a 5 on the fate.
Okay. So your mind briefly flashes back to a month or so ago when that door opens and you see those marshals standing there with a chain gun on it as well, and you can still hear the that this thing makes. You can feel at this point the bullets that this thing ripped your chest open with before you came back to life, but then you snap out of it for a second. You guys are unseen at this point. Phelps is sort of in center of town. We'll say that you guys are, crouched hiding behind a building just off the side here, watching them set up this gun.
Question.
Hmm.
If we do drive the cattle, do we have to go through town?
No.
Okay. Well, what the heck is he preparing for?
Give me
He'll come with
notice
force
rolls.
next time he comes.
A what?
He's gonna come with force next time he comes. We need to
You
be
don't
safe with that gun.
That's
they're
for
also
damn sure.
but they're also fortifying the town for people to come there too, right?
Could be, yeah.
Give me notice rolls.
All right. 3 and 3.
I got a 3 and a 6.
Okay. Bucky, you're looking around and you spot an unguarded entrance into the bar, which is, as far as you know, the closest thing to a base of operations that he Phelps currently has. Phelps and both few of his top officials are out there. You're not sure who's in. Hello.
You broke up there. What did you say, Phelps and who?
Phelps and
Yeah.
most of his top men are still out in the center of town. They're not in here. The back entrance to the bar is unguarded. You feel like you're not sure who's in there, but you know that it should be mostly empty as far as you can see.
I will slip inside.
Okay, give me stealth rolls again.
My stealth is. I got a 2 and a or so 3 and a 2 on the fate.
Okay, that's not good. You want to reroll?
Yeah. I got a 1 and a 4, or 4 and a 1 on the fate.
Okay, 4 is good enough. You do manage to sneak up to the door and you do peer inside. There is one guy in this room. He is sort of standing at the bar and taking sips. Sort of a bigger guy. You know, not the barman, but it looks like he is a bit of a bigger gentleman. But he doesn't seem to be as interested in what's going on here. Stormy,
Well,
you there?
Yep.
You remember that character you played the other night?
Yep.
It's him.
Diss him.
Oh shit.
Okay. You
Great. He's an asshole
you
again.
experienced that whole thing. Well, actually, no, you didn't. You aren't infected. So you wouldn't have frozen. I will say that you witnessed the whole thing at the ranch. You witnessed how little Phelps cares about his men. All that instance, and I say that you're probably here trying to drink that off here while the rest of his little worker bees are working on fortifying the town.
I'm trying to
can
decide if I
I
even want to keep working for this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. And
can I
then
buy you a beer?
That's my boy.
there's no bartender.
Sure.
Well, can I serve you a beer?
Just
He
kind of
says, I'm
give her
getting
the
this
old
man a
side eye.
I can leave some coin behind for some. Can I not?
Yeah,
She's
sure.
a rogue. Let's do it.
Why not?
Fuck it. Maybe. I
On the
don't know.
rocks?
Hey, you're welcome to have a seat.
He's got a bucket of cold rocks back here, man. I think this would be
He's
great.
got cold rocks. Them river rocks, man.
Okay. So you pour him a beer.
Yeah.
We'll say that Zeke comes in a little after, unless you were planning on doing something else.
No.
Okay. And
Give
you
Bucky a
two,
little bit of space, but
yeah, you two recognize each other from the other night,
Jack.
from last night. So tell me your thoughts, Jack. What do you say as this young man is pouring you a drink and this stranger from yesterday has come up behind you?
Y'all are some familiar faces. Ain't too many of them left.
What's going on here, Jack?
Oh, just thinking about the day.
Uh,
Was
s-
was
uh
he there at the ranch?
yeah. No, he wasn't there at the ranch.
Okay.
I was originally going to put him there, but then I remembered that all the dudes that that were there that Phelps could directly control, which he can't do with Jack. But Jack was sort of, we'll say he was maybe part of a secondary team that was just off site or just off. He was watching it through a spyglass or something, so he saw that. He doesn't know exactly what's going on. Jack, I will say for your part, when Phelps came back, actually shortly after Zeke left last night, Phelps immediately began shoring up the town. He's saying something about like the company's on to me. If they are, if I don't shore up here, they might come and take what I've been building here. Can't have that, of course. And so he started pulling in more dudes. You maybe didn't realize how many people he actually had at his hand here, but he's been switching them out every few hours. And this morning, when he left with his small group, you sort of followed him and witnessed what happened here. Seems like, as far as you know, you're the only one who works for him that isn't directly under his control. You still aren't sure exactly what he's doing. You know that he gives his men something to control them, and that he has some sort of way to control them. All that, and I say that you can relay all this information to them and take it from there.
So we're not
Uh,
learning anything new here.
You learn that Phelps is not necessarily, he's working for his own interests and not the company interests necessarily.
Hey, Byron, while you're back there, look for a bottle with a blue label.
Also, you know that Phelps has a co-conspirator somewhere in you're not exactly sure where, but you know that he receives messages from the north. He receives packages from a man named Morley. You've heard that name once or twice. He's always very interested by these packages, and he always insists on inspecting them himself. Nobody else is allowed to touch them, open them, even look at them.
Is there one behind the bar waiting for him?
No.
Mwah.
The package that Blue delivered the other day was not related to this.
That's what I was
just-
wondering.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if that package had anything to do with it.
No. That was just simply a set of order you were delivering. That's sort of what set him off, is that he felt that the company was trying to buckle down on him. So he's like, well, I'm going to shore up what I got here. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to snatch that up real quick. And seems like he thought he might have more time or something, but he's been forced to recently accelerate his plans.
All
I'm
right.
stumped.
You know what? You have any idea what he's up to, Jack?
Well, he plays things pretty close to chest. I don't think anybody has the whole story.
If anybody does, it would be his right hand man. Did I give him a name?
I think so.
I'm going to call him Gavin. At this point, I don't remember.
Gavin.
Gavin, he's the he's the sycophant. He's the yes man. Yes,
Right.
yes, Miss Phil.
But he's
If
probably if he's out
anybody'd
there with
know, it'd be
him.
Gavin.
He's out there with him right now. We can't talk to him.
That rat face fellow that was here last night.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sage.
Yeah.
Would Jack have enough pool to get Gavin alone?
Ooh. Maybe. Why don't you give me a fate roll?
Sounds risky.
Give me a D6 fate roll. Let's see how it feels.
Leaving it up to the fates.
That's a 4.
Okay. So you feel like he might be a little suspicious, but he also doesn't think much of you in terms of intelligence. So like, he thinks that you're just a lackey, and so you might be able to trick him in if you want to. I can set up a scene for that.
Well, it's a tough decision to make for an NPC.
Mm-hmm. I put you here for a reason. I wanted to see what you would do.
I feel like at this point, at the point where he's already in the bar drinking about it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he's going to roll with these guys simply because they seem to treat folks a little bit with more regard. At least on the surface, like he has
Mm-hmm.
no idea about these people and what's really going on there either. But
Yeah.
on the surface, they look like they're kinder folk than Mr. Phelps.
Okay.
We may be criminals, but we ain't bastards.
So we'll say you walk up to Gavin.
Hey, yeah.
Gavin, they're finishing up the installation on this thing, and Phelps says, "You finish up here. You finish up here. I'm gonna take some men into town and gather up a few more troops here. Take some men back to camp here and gather up a few more troops here. Uh, uh, and looks like he's getting ready to ride off with a group of other men. As you walk up to Gavin, what do you say to him?
Hey, Gavin, can I holler at you for a minute?
Well, I suppose. What is it? What would you like to discuss?
I found something over here I think you ought to look at.
Oh, really? And what is it that you found?
Oh shit.
Did you forget? Are
Fucking
you
stupid.
having trouble? How much have you had to drink today, Jack? God damn.
Well, that's just it, sir. It's there's not just one kind.
You holding out on me, Jack? Give me a what? Oh God, do you still have that stat block? Persuasion or
Oh,
what is yours? Hold on.
fiddlesticks. Hang on.
Where did it go now?
It was in the Deadlands chat. It was everybody using the same stat block.
Yeah, I got it right here. D6. Give me D6. Hello.
I'm trying not to hold out on you, sir. I said that was a 4.
Okay. That's a success. And he says, "All right, all right. I'm coming. I'm coming." And he says, "You men, do what Philip said. Get this set up. Blah blah blah." Barks a few unnecessary orders, basically just repeating what Phelps said. And he follows you into. He says, "This better be some good shit." I just found I found me some of them nudie pics the other day.
Oh
Well,
god.
I assure
Some
you,
of the
sir,
Oh, here you go.
some of them French
every
pictures,
one of these is of the highest quality.
Oh, so he walks in. What are you guys doing? Where were you guys? What are you guys doing in preparation for
I'm getting
Gavin?
my rope ready.
Okay,
Yeah, gonna knock him out. And I'm sure grab that blue label bottle back there.
okay, yeah. You grab the blue label bottle.
Mhm.
All right. So he walks in. Give me a rope and roll.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Rope and doggies. Rope and doggies.
I I will tackle this guy, hold him still, something, knock him out.
Yeah.
I got a 3 and a 6 on the fate.
Okay. So yeah, you wrap your lasso around him as he walks in. He says, "Oh, what the?" And then give me a fighting.
Fighting.
No, for lore.
Oh,
Fighting.
Hmm. Just give me a. Oh God, you don't have fighting. That's right.
agility?
Athletics, agility.
Yeah, give me an athletics.
Gotta do agility.
No.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Can I do gambling?
4-1 on fate.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you clock him across the face right after he gets lassoed. And he says, "What the?" Gets clocked right in the face there. Goes down, and we'll say that Jack, you shove something in his mouth to keep him real quiet, and you get him real quickly. Get him tied to a chair here.
All right, I got him here. You folks can take it from here.
Right. We
I'm
should
gonna
probably
sit
get
and
him out of
watch.
here.
Are we taking him with us or are we interviewing him here in the bar?
Getting him
The longer
out.
we stay here, the more of a chance we get caught. So I'd say we take him.
Getting him out is going to be tricky.
Yeah, there's gonna be people watching.
Yeah, that's true too.
Let's just ask him questions now. Let's just hold like a gun to his head and force him to do it.
All right, I put
Okay.
gun to his head.
Is there
Either
is
you
there like a
haven't?
room we could take him to?
Yeah, I will say that you
Yeah.
can set him up in the back room or something, so that nobody
Perfect.
sees anything. And it's a little loud. You got a lot of hammering out there. You got people shouting, working. So I'll give you a little bit of an advantage on that there. It's going to be tricky for as long as you aren't super crazy about it. But yeah, we'll say you got him tied up in a chair in the back room here.
I'm going to drop another point on empathy for Bucky.
Okay.
A what?
You get a +1 to your persuasion rolls.
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
Okay. So yeah, you got him tied up. He's gagged. He's bleeding a little bit from the punch to the face. Just sort of an orbital eyebrow type deal.
I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Okay, we need to figure out the questions we're gonna ask him.
Mhm. You got 3 questions.
3?
No,
We're the one with the gun to your head.
I
You'll answer as many as we
I don't know
want.
how to answer 3 questions.
No, you're not a genie. Okay, I'm trying to think. Let me think here. How is Phelps controlling everybody when he says one word?
Okay. He kind of just says "fuck you."
What?
You give me like a intimidation. What do you got here?
Intimidation?
Intimidation.
I don't
Give
have
me a
intimidation.
persuasion.
Do any
Then
of us have spurs on?
I'm sure. Why not?
Stick him in his crotch.
Bird check his ass.
I
Ooh.
mean, are you torturing him first, or are you just asking questions first?
Well, I want to see the answers first.
Okay.
Oh,
Give me a persuasion then.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you you got a +1, but this is a very hostile situation. So I'm gonna give you
I got
it's
a
gonna
6
end
and
up
a 4 on
being
the fate.
6 and a 4 on the fate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna reroll the 6. Oh,
He
4.
says I ain't gotta tell you shit, like son.
Um,
Uh,
Yeah,
spits on your feet and he
you
says,
want this to get ugly? Because it will.
Listen, ain't nothing you can do to me. Ain't nothing you can
Do I have
do
a
to me.
pencil or
Sure, why
something
not?
like that? Can I gouge it in his eye?
Sure, why not? We'll give him a
Just stab
wound
it, see
here,
the
and
accent.
yeah, he's like, fuck, god dang it, son of a bitch, you fucking little shit. I don't know the specifics of it, okay? I just
Well,
know
you better
he,
tell me what you
he
know, otherwise your other eye is gonna go and you won't see anything for the rest of your days.
whatever whatever you do to me, son, I promise you'll have much worse done to you. Oh, oh yes. Oh,
Is
I
he
don't know.
enjoying this?
I don't know what he's doing. Oh, but when he takes control, you can see it. Oh, there are worlds beyond number. There are worlds beyond number, Bucky.
Okay, we'll see. He's mad. I'm trying to think of what else I need to ask him. Who is he getting the blue juice from?
Oh, that's well. You see, he gets it from Ted in accounting. It's actually a bit of a. He's like, no, fuck you. I ain't telling you shit.
Damn it!
Can I
God,
push the
Bill,
pencil deeper into his head?
But
Oh.
he's dead now.
He's dead?
No, but like, yeah, he screams and like he passes out a little bit. You're poking his brain now at this point.
Well, tell him. Like, he needs to tell me what I want to know.
Phoebe is so in charge of interrogations in the apocalypse. Just saying.
Lucky you might have gotten just a little bit overboard there, son.
No, this is life or death. Phelps shot at us, and this is collateral damage.
We shot at him first.
Well, he deserved it.
Yeah, he did, but
He should. Bad people deserve punishment.
they certainly do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like, how many people have we killed?
Oh, the numbers just keep adding up.
so
Nancy didn't count. She
he's
sucked.
sort of like he's like, I don't know the name. It's just a man named Morley. He's some big science type up in Desert. Some big wig. I saw.
What does he want with it all?
Huh?
Make me understand. What does he want? What does he want you guys to use all this and control everything? I don't understand.
I don't know nothing about Mr. Moore, to be honest with you, but Phelps, he's gonna be one of the biggest powers around here. Oh, he's gonna got big. He's got big plan. It seems like
Okay.
he's. It seems like this might be the most you're gonna get out of him. You can also hear some of the work nearby is wrapping up. Seems like it's getting a little quieter in town. Seems like you're
All right,
running out of
Zeke.
time here.
It's our time to split.
Right. Knock his ass out if he's still alive.
Can we like shove him under or something? Make it harder for them to find him?
Sure.
Is there like a barrel or something we can stick him in?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, put him in an old cask. Why not? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's shove him in there before we head
I'll-
out.
All right. Hey, Jack, we'll do that. And hey, Jack, are you coming with us, or do you want me to knock you out? Because it's got to look like you didn't have anything to do with this.
Make it look good.
None shall
Hit me good.
All right, I'll do.
Hey, should we take some money and make it look like we robbed the place?
I don't see any point to that, really. But yeah, grab the money.
All right, I'll grab the money out of the bar.
I
we head out.
Always.
we'll say you can
Always
you
take
you
that
open
money.
you open up the little like money box here, and it's pretty barren. There's not much. There's only a few bucks in there. So I'll let you take a few bottles. Throw them in your pack real quick.
All right,
Uh,
then we head out.
And
Yeah.
I'm assuming since he's being cooperative, I'm just going to knock Jack out. So it looks like he didn't have anything to do with
Make sure,
Gavin.
make sure you smash a bunch of bottles too. I brought him in here under the pretense of showing him some liquor.
All right, yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that you clock them real good and at least make it look good. We'll deal with that. We'll just hand wave that. And you guys give me stealth rolls to try to get out of town unnoticed.
Got this.
Yay!
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, boy, oh boy.
Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum.
I don't got this. 1 5 on fate.
Okay,
got
that's
a-
success.
7 and a 3 on
I
the
don't
fate.
got this, guys.
Okay, that's good enough. You guys managed to make your way out of town without making too big of a fuss here. Again, everyone's sort of busy, and they aren't exactly like all there. It seems like. So you managed to make it out here, and you're heading back to the ranch. I'm assuming.
Yeah, we get
Yeah.
our horses.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Doc, was there anything you wanted to check on before we call it for tonight?
I wanted to see if Luke had any bites.
Okay, give me a medicine or healing.
I check Bill too.
Ah, fuck. That's a 3 and a 5 on the fate.
Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, we'll say he's got one like on his upper forearm, an older bite here, and I'll even roll that over to Bill real quick, just get out of the way. Yeah, he's also got a bite. He's got a bite on his the back of his thigh. Sure, why not? But yeah, I feel like that's probably good enough that you probably assume that most people around here are going to have a bite, of some sort.
Uh-huh. All right. That was it for me.
Okay, Cammy, what are you doing? Before we bring everyone together, you muted, hun. You muted.
Sorry. I was thinking since Bodie was getting to chores, I figured I'd be helping him.
Okay.
Since everybody's kind of sick, I'd be kind of helping around trying to get chores done until everybody kind of got around duskfall, and then I was going to tell everybody about freaking what was her name? I got it written down. Varney and her little writings of town. I want to make sure the party knows that.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say that you guys are working on getting them horses ready to ride. And then you spot Bucky and Zeke coming back up the road here, and everyone meets up back at the main house. We'll say, and fast forward through the exchange of information until you get to the name Morley, because that's a name that you recognize, Doc. Old friend, I wouldn't say friend, acquaintance, fellow man of science, had a big interest in entomology, entomological studies. He was a bug man.
Entomology.
Entomology. He was always showing you some weird specimens while you were looking over the human body and in medicine. He was always like, "Oh, this grasshopper from," and it seems like a name has something to do with bugs. From back
Huh.
in wherever you went to school, I don't remember. Is a name that you are familiar
Well,
with.
that's not a name I ever thought I was going to hear again, but not one I'm completely unfamiliar with.
Yeah, she's snitching to town. Weekly little messages going apparently, and don't want to talk about it when Bodie came up and talked to her about it. I also found out what was happening with Bodie. He just doing some, foreshadowing work that not everybody would think is appealing, but some people that's how they do it. Said there's definitely trouble afoot, and he was like, "Well, but
the
apparently
bigger
the signs
problem
were
is the
telling him to."
Mormons.
Yeah, he's trying to get he's thinking it's time to get out, time to move. He said.
Okay.
Was, but yeah.
So let's break it down here. You could you have a reasonable suspicion that anyone who has been administered the gas is somewhat immune to this, or at the very least has been cured and is unlikely to contract it again. You know that you could probably do 2 or 3 a day. Maybe you could push it to 4 if you were really trying. You're not sure how fast it spreads, but you could take care of the worst symptoms tomorrow, or worst of them tomorrow, and work on getting everyone out. Or you could try to take it on at the source. So, what do you think your plan is going to be for that? Are you going to go after Phelps, or are you going to try to heal up what you got and get out of town before shit gets real?
Well, based on
Phelps
am
got
I in
some
the room?
serious firepower.
I was about to say, I don't think we want to take that on again, guys.
Yeah, 'cause they're gonna come with that Gatling gun.
Yeah, and it's only a matter of time until they realize who came to the bar and shoved a pencil in Gavin's eye.
Oh God, attaboy.
I imagine they already know.
Well, maybe.
What are your powers again, Zeke?
I am an arcane huckster.
Yeah.
The spells that I have are bolt, empathy, and arcane protection.
Okay.
So I think the main question is, or the one that I have, is Phelps can control people by saying one word, but the bug or whatever they have is what causes them to like lose consciousness. But it seems like people in the camp contracted it through a bug bite, but people back in town are getting this fog through the juice that he's administering, this blue tonic.
We do give that bottle to Doc to check out.
Oh yeah.
Do anything with it.
Doc, I'm not even gonna give you a roll. It seems like this is just a really good liquor. It seems like whatever Gavin was putting in the drinks is what's causing this thing. The liquor itself is just a really good liquor. We call that a blue herring.
He
That's
had
what
put
it is.
something in there.
So am I right or am I on the right path here?
Yep, everything you've said is accurate so far.
Okay. So basically, we don't understand how if it's something naturally occurring that these flies just lay these larvae in people when they bite them, or if Phelps came to the camp or has someone in the camp with like a jar of bugs that they're releasing on the locals.
Or
I
maybe
think
he's
is the
just
big
patient
question.
zero.
What?
Or maybe he's just patient zero.
Um, well, I think this whatever scientist guy is having Phelps do his bidding for him. So maybe we should scurry on out of town and head up to the guy, the mad scientist that's like doing everything, because I don't know what else we could do to get more answers.
You have no idea where to find him. That is not even. You don't have
He
a
said
lick.
he said the town that he lived in
Did he?
Colorado.
No, he said in the
Yeah.
nation of Deseret,
Oh,
which is a
I
very
thought you said
large.
he. Oh, well, there goes my. I thought he lived in Colorado for some reason.
And even Colorado's a big state.
Are there many? I guess there are a lot of towns back in the day. I don't know then. I'm lost. It's up to you guys now. Whatever we do, I definitely say we don't stick around until he attacks. I think we need to leave soon.
Yeah, he said he's giving you guys a few days to consider your options. So, but it also seems like he's busy with something else at this time. So that's not just him being nice. He may not be able to directly come at you right now. He seems like he's shoring up for some bigger conflict, and he was maybe hoping you guys would roll over real easy.
We got any dynamite on this ranch?
Ooh, do you? Do any of you have dynamite with you?
No.
Let me look. I don't think so.
Let me look.
Got matches. I have a scope. I could snipe people.
I will say, I'll do a fate roll here. 5 or 6. 6, there's a significant amount of dynamite. 5, there's a few sticks. That's a 2. Not a lot of call for dynamite in a ranch.
No, not really.
But there's a rail camp nearby. They often do use explosives and things to clear rocks and stuff like that. So they might have some.
Are we trying to
You're
blow up Phelps's operation,
you're
or
not
like what's our?
exactly sure where the camp is right now, but it may take a day to find it at most.
It would delay him. I'm just throwing a suggestion out there.
You know that he's currently pulling men away from that camp
Mm-hmm.
or the town. You're also
Well,
not
that's good
sure
to
how
know.
many men that he exactly controls at that camp, though. You're pretty confident that all the men he has in town he has control of. But you're not sure exactly how many he's able to control, what his distance are. It seems like he has some sort of proximity to his power that it works under. So just trying to make sure you're here.
Well, we're bank robbers. Let's go rob a bank.
So we're gonna take on the rail camp. Do
We
you
ever
think?
find anybody or try to look for the bonds?
Do you guys want to try to recruit anybody in camp? It seems
Thought we
like
lost the bonds.
yeah, the bonds are missing at this point. That's another thing that we haven't addressed yet. They haven't come up yet. You're not sure. Nobody's mentioned
Didn't I have
anything
a
about.
hole in my pocket or something?
Yeah, you had a hole in your
Yeah.
pocket. You lost
Yeah,
them
I
at
was
some
about to
point.
start with that. Actually,
You
they're
you
looking for him.
you lost them at some point between. There's been a lot going on. You had an imminent threat of Phelps coming in the morning. But you lost him at some point between gassing Javier and running away from the zombified corpse of your best friend.
And that was really the last thing connecting us to anything.
Maybe Jimmy has
Yeah.
them.
Maybe. Speaking of which, the Worlds Beyond Number line. I don't know if you remember that, but that's something that Jimmy said to you as well. There are
The
lives
What
beyond
line?
this. There are lives beyond this, and there are worlds beyond number.
Well,
Maybe you just put that together as you're sitting here.
maybe this is like one of those alternate reality things where it's like, what do you call it? Like in the Spider-Verse? Maybe we're living in another reality where we came back to life, but in a different life. It's like normal. There's no magic in it. I don't know.
That's a fun theory.
I've been wrong a lot tonight, so I'm just
Mm,
up to you guys. We
Here and
packing it up? What are we doing?
here and there. So you guys could try to attack the rail camp, or you guys could focus on. I'll say that you can choose. You can either attack or flee. What's your option here? Flee. You're shoring up the camp, healing who you can right now, getting everything ready, and you can be gone within a couple of days. If you're gonna fight, you're gonna attack the rail camp, do whatever you want to do. What are you guys thinking at this point?
I was thinking of dynamite for distraction, but
Oh, well, I feel like attacking.
wasn't actually attacking the camp. Just,
Yeah, is it worth it to attack like innocent people?
Oh, now you care.
I do, because they don't deserve it. It's not Phelps. It's sycophant.
I saw that video. Where was that with Nancy?
Oh yeah, but nobody liked her.
That's a thing that you made up. That's the thing that you made up.
Oh,
Just to be
man.
clear,
The
every
whole world is made up.
that's a bad way to look at it. But okay. So what's the plan here? What are you guys thinking? Make a
I'm all
call.
for getting out of here, but
I am too.
I wouldn't mind laying some tracks behind us.
Sounds like a good idea. Are we going to try and run the cattle, or are we just going to try and buck?
It's a lot of money.
I feel like we should try to take the cattle because he wanted the cattle for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
That felt
I
like
agree.
was
I definitely think we
unreasonable.
should start preparing.
Yeah, I think we just need to get
yeah.
the cattle out of here.
Okay. So then here's what we'll do. We're gonna call it here pretty soon, but we'll say over the next few days, 2 days, you guys inoculate a good number of people. We will still do sickness rolls going forward, but they're going to be a lower roll, and you guys will have a chance to manage it. You guys know what to do, and likely that won't be a problem after too long, but it is going to be a problem for a little bit. You guys are going to get everything ready, and then we'll probably start in media res on the road with you guys getting on with things, but things are not looking good. Also, I will say that over the next few days, Bill's condition does not change. But after a day or two, Luke starts to come to. But he's not quite 100% yet. By the time you guys are ready to go,
Poor Luke.
so we'll deal with that. You guys consider what you want to do with Bill and what you want to do with Luke and all that, and we'll come back to that in a couple of weeks. For now, we're going to call it here. We're going to say that you guys have decided to shore up and head out and get everything ready to go because shit's just getting too real here. It's not worth a conflict with Phelps, and you feel like you might be able to manage the sickness, on your own. So thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you guys for playing. And thank everyone out there in Twitch land for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Your name was... Oh, God.
Aqua Bandit!
Aqua Bandit. Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Aqua Bandit, for coming in. If you're still here, we do appreciate you watching and joining us here tonight. And we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Let's stick around. We're going to see if we can find a raid target here. We got a few people. Give me just a moment.
Did you say we're raiding?
Yep.
Okay. Copy the raid message, everyone. Stay for the raid.
It's like
Say hi to new
raid.
people. The raid. Raid. Oh. Mhm.
All right, we're gonna do this guy. He's apparently offering TTRPG advice, so maybe I need this.
Ooh,
It is Happy Jack's
nice.
RPG. Rating now.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Bye.